Okay, good morning. I think most of us are here now, so we will start. Okay, good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. Some of you are from Spain, other people from Thailand, and also from some other countries. So welcome to the webinar, Think Thailand for Your Business Expansion and Investments. My name is Hanneke van Schuren, and I will have the pleasure of introducing the speakers to you today. The attendees will have their microphones and cameras disabled during the full length of the webinar, and also the chat section during the webinar will be disabled for the attendees. So we hope to offer you a very interesting webinar, and we'll start with the first speaker. So I am honored to introduce you our first speaker, Mr. Pongpak Maceng. He is the minister at the Royal Thai Embassy in Spain, and he will deliver his opening remarks in Spanish. For the people of you who don't speak Spanish, the English transcription will be available later. So I now open the floor to the minister. So thank you, Mr. Maceng, for your opening remarks.
Thank you very much. Señorita Tanita Sirisap, directora ejecutiva de la Junta de Inversiones de Tailandia. Señorita Cherchan Runlat, directora de la Oficina de París de la Junta de Inversión de Tailandia. Distinguidos invitados. Buenos días, es un placer en nombre del excelentísimo señor Bosit Borasap, embajador de Tailandia ante el Reino de España, darles la bienvenida al seminario web de hoy, Think Thailand for Your Business and Investment Expansion, organizado por la Oficina de París de la Junta de Inversiones de Tailandia. Creo que este es el momento perfecto, tanto para Tailandia como para España, de estimular de nuevo nuestras aventuras económicas y comerciales mientras buscamos cómo reactivar nuestras economías tras la pandemia. Su presencia significa no solo su gran interés por explorar oportunidades de negocio, sino también el creciente reconocimiento de Tailandia como destino privilegiado para la inversión y el creciente económico. Damas y caballeros, actualmente Tailandia ofrece un entorno empresarial vibrante y dinámico con un inmenso potencial para inversores y emprendedores, con una ubicación estratégica en el corazón del sudeste asiático y con una economía robusta. Tailandia continúa siendo una elección ideal para aquellos que buscan nuevas oportunidades de negocios. El rendimiento económico de Tailandia durante el primer trimestre de este año ha superado las expectativas de los analistas. Nuestra PIB del primer trimestre creció un 2,7%, acelerando desde 1,4% del trimestre anterior. Este hace que el crecimiento anual de Tailandia esté entre 2,7% y 3,7%, apoyando por el turismo, el consumo privado y las inversiones en el sector público y privado. Nuestro sector turístico también ha alcanzado un nuevo hito y se ha expandido durante 5 trimestres consecutivos. En los 3 primeros meses de 2023, se registraron 6,4 millones de llegadas internacionales. Se espera que ese número ascienda a 30 millones en 2023, alcanzando a los casi 40 millones de turistas que se obtuvieron en 2019, antes de la pandemia. En general, la economía tailandesa sigue mostrando signos de fuerza. Independientemente del resultado electoral de la administración entrante, la orientación de Tailandia hacia un ecosistema propicio para el comercio y las inversiones extranjeras se mantendrán en especial en los sectores impulsados por la innovación y la sostenibilidad. Ahora, permítame dirigir su atención al atractivo de Tailandia y las ventajas que hacen negocios con nosotros. En cuanto a los rankings de 2022, Tailandia es la 21ª economía del mundo por PIB y la 7ª de la región Asia-Pacífico y la 10ª de los mercados emergentes. Somos 21º país del mundo en términos de exportación totales, el tercer mayor exportador de bioplástico, el segundo mayor exportador de disco duro y el quinto mayor productor de biodiesel. Entre los países de la ASEAN, somos el primer exportador de automóviles, así como el quinto mercado mundial de turismo médico. Con una población de 69 millones de habitantes, Tailandia es la segunda economía más grande del sudeste asiático y se encuentra en el corazón de la comunidad económica de la ASEAN, abarcando 682 millones de consumidores, alrededor de 8,5% de la población mundial. Además de las estrechas relaciones con los países de la ASEAN, las potentes economías de China y la India también son fácilmente accesibles. Tailandia también cuenta con una excelente conectividad digital, una mano de obra altamente cualificada y un excelente nivel de vida, lo que convierte a Tailandia en un valor excepcional si se tiene en cuenta su rentabilidad global. Tailandia también ofrece la ventaja de libre comercio con 18 áreas económicas diferentes, con las que ha firmado 14 acuerdos de libre comercio. Estamos retomando además las negociaciones entre Tailandia y la Unión Europea para un acuerdo de libre comercio y, una vez concluidas, la libertad de comercio entre Tailandia y la UE constituirá otra plataforma que ayudaría a facilitar y promover el acceso de productos e inversiones españolas al mercado tailandés y viceversa. Por último, me gustaría referirme brevemente al comercio y la inversión entre Tailandia y España. Aunque ese año Tailandia y España celebran 153 años de relaciones diplomáticas, pero nuestras cifras de comercio e inversión podrían ser mucho mayores. Nuestras cifras de comercio bilateral ascendieron a 1.400 millones de euros el año pasado, lo que convierte a Tailandia en el cuarto socio comercial de España en la ASEAN, después de Vietnam, Indonesia y Malasia. En cuanto a la inversión, nos complace saber que en la actualidad hay varias empresas españolas que han establecido su negocio en Tailandia, mientras que 3 empresas tailandesas están invirtiendo en España. En ese sentido, también animamos a los inversores españoles a explorar las oportunidades de negocio en las áreas de especialidad española, como la tecnología digital, la salud y bienestar, la logística y infraestructura, la industria de defensa y la descarbonización, como los vehículos eléctricos y las energías renovables, entre todos. Distinguidos invitados, en conclusión, les extiendo mi más sincero agradecimiento por su asistencia hoy, así como mis mejores deseos para que los debates y los intercambios que se llevan a cabo sean fructíferos. Que esta reunión sea un catalizador de interesantes proyectos empresariales, asociación duraderas y prosperidad compartida entre la comunidad empresarial Tailandia y España. Muchísimas gracias. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Mr. Pompak Matchang, for your opening remarks. We are very impressed with your Spanish. Our next presenter is Ms. Tanita Sirisuk. She is the Executive Director of the Foreign Investment Marketing Division at the Thailand Board of Investment. So thank you, Ms. Tanita, for your presentation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prongpat Makjang, Minister of the Royal Thai Embassy in Madrid, distinguished guests. Good morning and good afternoon. So I will take this opportunity to update you on the BOI investment promotion policy and the economic overview, including the opportunities of doing business in Thailand. So this one is just only a brief 20 minutes. But if you have, you want more information, you can always contact the BOI office in Paris for more information. And also the Royal Embassy in Madrid can also very helpful in, giving you the information about the economy information in Thailand as well. So let me share my slide. As you can see that Thailand is one of the international destinations with quite competitive in terms of international ranking. Lately, we are in the number 30 out of total 64 countries in the ranking of the World Competitiveness Ranking by the IMD. And as Minister Prongpat already mentioned, we have the 14 FTAs, free trade agreements with 18 countries. So this one also offers the opportunities for the Spanish company who are looking after them to expand their markets in the Asian region. And for the GDP growth, last year, the GDP growth of Thailand, it stays at 2.6%. And this year we tend to recover from the COVID-19 situation. So the GDP growth forecast this year is range between 2.7 to 3.7%. In terms of the export value, you can see that over the past 5 years, our export value has grown continuously about 5%. And our top highest export and trade partners, the highest export products are automotives, computer, jewelry, rubber products, and plastics. And the trading partners are the China, the US, Japan, Malaysia, and Vietnam. You can see that in terms of international business operation ranking, we are quite strong as in terms of the infrastructure and also in terms of the expat ranking. You can see that for the global expat index, Bangkok stays as number 5 in the world. And in terms of the expat destination by the Expat Insider, last year we stay at number 8 in the world. And also we have the ranking in terms of the Global Talent Competitiveness Ranking, number 11, and the Agility Emerging Market Index, number 8. So this one is also the fact that you can take into consideration while thinking to expand overseas or setting up the regional headquarters in Asian region. Another factor that I would like to highlight is that the Thailand is part of the RCEP agreements, which consists of 10 ASEAN countries plus 5 trade partner dialogues like China, Korea, Japan, New Zealand, and Australia. So altogether, the RCEP country account for about 1/3 of the world GDP, and the total population is 2.3 billion people, and also the population is about 1/3 of the world population as well. So going into the RCEP agreement, Thailand presents a lot of opportunities for the foreign companies who use Thailand as a hub to produce and export to those regions. As you can see that after the COVID, there are several factors that for the companies to decide where to choose their investment footprint. So there are the traditional factors such as market opportunities, infrastructure, human resource, regulation support, industrial supporting industry, the cost of doing business and government incentive. But also after the COVID-19 and recently, there are several new factors that the people have to take into account in order to decide their investment location, such as geopolitics, the supply chain, the crisis management, and the capability to provide renewable energy, which is one of the very popular ideas or agenda that is an international agenda right now. So for Thailand, if we sum up our strength in terms of attracting foreign companies, first that we are in the heart of the Asia, especially the ASEAN countries. So it is very near to fly from Thailand to other neighboring countries such as China and ASEAN countries. And the Spanish people may already know Thailand as a good destination for tourists and a very well equipped for tourism. So at the same line, Thailand is also a very good location for business as well. The other thing is that we have the excellent infrastructure that support the industry, especially if you come, you can visit the Eastern Economic Corridor, which is our newest and the flagship of the industrial estate that will host a lot of infrastructure such as the airport, the ship, the ports, and also the university and other new industry that we want to promote. The third one is the strong supply chain of the supporting industry, especially in automotive and semiconductor. The other thing is that we have a lot of high quality workforce at a very competitive rates and a very business friendly environment. And for the potential of the domestic market, I would say that instead of just the Thai market, you can look for the ASEAN markets and also the ASEP market, which is over 2 billion people as well. And of course, the Thai government provide the competitive incentives such as a tax holiday and the corporate income tax exemption of import duty on material and machinery, as well as the other thing is that Thailand has placed a lot of the importance in the providing renewable energy to the business, as we know that the company at the moment are looking to use the clean energy to operate their business. And the last but not least is a very good relationship with our country. So Thailand, you can imagine that we are the conflict-free zone and a really business-friendly environment. So let me introduce a little bit about the BOI or Thailand Board of Investment. We are the government agency under the Prime Minister office, and our mission is to promote investment into Thailand and also to facilitate and help the foreign investor to invest in Thailand as easy and as comfortable as possible. So we not only provide a tax incentive like a tax holiday and other kind of incentive as I mentioned, but we also provide a non-tax incentive for foreign investor, such as the right to own land to operate the business and the visa and work permit facilitation through our fast track one-stop service for visa and work permits. And the company that got promoted by the BOI, normally if in the manufacturing sector, you are allowed to own 100% in the foreign ownership. as well. So the BOI not only provide the incentive, but we also provide the information and advice on how to invest in Thailand and establish your operation in Thailand. Let's have a look at a little bit of the FDI application or statistic. During 2012 to 2022 last year, the highest investor, the biggest investor are Japan, followed by China, Singapore, Hong Kong, Netherlands, and Taiwan. So in terms of the EU investor, the biggest investor is the Netherlands, followed by Luxembourg, Germany, Austria, and France. And also Spain, there are still a lot of opportunities for Spanish company to follow and expand the business in Thailand as well. If we look into the EU investment promotion application during the same period from 2012 to 2022, the biggest investor sector is metal products and machinery, including automotive parts and components, followed by the light industry, chemical and paper, electronics and electrical products, services, and agricultural products. If we look at the Spanish investment promotion application, so the investment application from the Spanish company that got BOI promoted in the service sector, the first one. That is one big company that invests in hotels, and followed by the agricultural products, electrical and electronics, chemical and paper, and the light industry. You can see that the trend of the application of the foreign direct investment from the BOI, that is growth from last year to this year, from 2021 to last year is 36% growth in terms of the value of investment application. And if we are looking only in terms of first quarter this year compared to the first quarter last year, it grew by 115%. So it is quite a jump in terms of the number after the COVID has recovered. And just this year, Thailand has announced the new investment promotion strategy and the investment promotion policy, which is starting from this year onwards. So we are looking to promote Thailand as a regional hub in at least five areas. The first one is the technology hub in terms of technology and innovation. The second one is a BCG hub. For those of you who don't know what BCG stands for, it stands for the Bio, Circular, and Green Economy, which is the economic model of Thailand that take care of the environment and also make use of the biodiversity of the country. And the fourth one, the third one is the talent hub. So we are trying to attract more talents from all over the world who can work and live in Thailand, not only being tourists. And the fourth one is in terms of logistics and business hub. We are trying to make infrastructure to connect in the regional areas, and trying to invite all the company to consider Thailand as a base for the regional headquarters that take care of their business in the ASEAN region. And the last one is a creative hub to promote the investment in terms of the design, film production, digital content, and games and esports. So this one is our investment promotion strategy for the new economy. That is a 5-year from 2023 to 2027. So this one is the newest one. So there are 7 pillars that we are trying to restructure industry to accelerate the transition into smart and sustainable industry, and to promote Thailand as an international business hub and a regional trade and investment gateway, and to strengthen the SMEs and startups and promote investment based on the potential areas, and to promote development of community and society, as well as promote Thai overseas investment. So I would like to provide you with the sector of opportunities. So the first strategy is about the 7 pillars of investment promotion strategy that we are trying to promote. So we upgrade the conventional industry in which Thailand excels, and at the same time, we are trying to build the new industry as well. And within this industry, we target priority industry in the next 3 years, 5 industry that present the opportunities for the companies who invest in is a BCG industry, the electric vehicle industry, smart electronics, digital and creative industry. Apart from those 5 industries that I mentioned, actually the BOI is open for promotion in over 400 eligible activities, ranging from agricultural and food industry, medical industry, machinery and vehicle industry, electrical appliance and electronic industry, metal and material industry, chemical and petrochemical industry, public utilities, digital industry, creative industry, and high value added service industry. This one is just an example of some of the new activities eligible for promotion, such as the fuel cell, electric vehicles, the hydrogen production, the future food, and the aerospace industry. And as I mentioned that if you got promoted by the BOI, you get the basic incentive depending on the activities that you apply for, plus the additional incentive if you are doing some of the activity like the research and development, or if you are located in certain specific areas such as Eastern Economic Corridor, or if you are qualify under the specific measure like smart and sustainable industry by using the renewable energy in your operation. So this one I'll go very quick. There are the opportunity in the bio, circular and green economies. So this one, such as the biotechnology, R&D, the bioenergy manufacturing, and the manufacture of biomass, for example, or in terms of the manufacturing of electricity from the garbage or refuse derived fuels, or the recycling and reuse of unwanted materials, this one. And also in terms of the medical industry, so since Thailand is the medical tourist destination of Asia, we are also present a lot of opportunities for the company who are interested to expand their business in the medical or healthcare industry, whether it is a service or the manufacturing. These are just some examples of the medical sector in Thailand that we promote. We promote the manufacturing of target medicine, medical device, medical food, cosmetics, and non-woven fabric or hygienic products. And also we promote business in terms of the specialty medical center, hospital, or the traditional or applied Thai medical senior hospitals or health rehabilitation centers. Another potential for the industry that you might be interested in is smart electronic industry. Since Thailand is very strong in terms of supply chain of the electronics. And also right now we have the transformation to Industry 4.0, which trying to promote the automation, the IoT, the digital technology. So there are a lot of demand in terms of the electronics industry, especially the conversion into electric vehicles. So we still need a lot of automotive electronics as well. There are some example of the incentive that we provide in terms of the manufacturing of semiconductor, the electronic design, the wafer fabrication, or the manufacturing of the PCB, and also the product of the downstream product of electronics. And for the skill of the workforce, so Thailand education also supply the high skill workforce to electronics and electrical industry as well. So you don't have to worry about in terms of the manpower that will be that will the company needs to use in the company in your investment in Thailand. And last but not least, we have the One Start One Stop investment center for those who interested to come and want to have the advice from different agency in Thailand about how to establish the company in Thailand. We put several organizations together in one place so that you can save time, and then you can arrange the advance visit to this One Start One Stop investment center to talk about how to establish the company. And we also have the long-term resident visa, which is the newest type of visa. It is a 10-year visa with permission to work in Thailand with a fast-track service at the airport. And this one, if you are within the 4 type of the visa holder, that is a wealthy global citizen, wealthy pensioner, work from Thailand professional, or highly skilled professional, you can apply for this long-term resident visa online. So the last thing is that for those who are considering to use Thailand as their regional headquarters, we open our HQ Biz portal, which is the portal that will answer you on information about how to establish the International Business Center in Thailand. It is the collaboration between 4 agencies. That is the BOI, the Department of Business Development, the Revenue Department, and the Bank of Thailand. You can take a look and visit this HQ Biz portal. And for those of you who have further question or further interest in Thailand, please contact our Thailand Board of Investment in Paris office. Or if you are in Thailand, you can always come to visit at the office at the BOI Bangkok. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Anita, for your interesting presentation. We hope this will convince many more Spanish companies to consider Thailand. Now, for our next presentation, we will have the more Spanish point of view on being in Thailand, of doing business, Mr. Jose Herrera, who is the Managing Director of Herrera & Partners, has been a long time in business in Bangkok, Thailand, and he will present his view on Thailand for doing business. Please, Mr. Herrera, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much to all of you, especially to BOI Paris for the invitation to give this seminar. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to make a presentation. Okay, let me see. Okay. My presentation is about how to do business in Thailand. My name is Jose Herrera. I was born in Madrid. I grew up in Malaga, and I studied law in Granada. My bachelor degree is in law in Granada, and then I studied international trade, Incoterms, and logistics, and letter of credit as a postgrad. First of all, let me introduce you about our company. Herrera & Partners is a law firm established in Thailand. We have Thai lawyers, Thai accountants. I am a Spanish lawyer because I studied law in Spain. So I'm the only foreigner in the company. Then we have an office in Bangkok with the plans to open a second office in Ho Chi Minh City. And then, some of our milestones is that we make the presentation of the free trade agreement between Chile and Thailand, invited by the government of Thailand and Chile in 2015. Then we represented Mexico in the trade barrier disputes in 2019. And also we have advised the largest investment from the Spanish-speaking world in Thailand, that is in the pharmaceutical sector, in 2022 and also 2023. We also work with Spanish banks like BBVA, Santander, to support some investment from some Thai public listed companies into countries like Spain, Hong Kong, Mexico, and other countries. We were recognized as a rising star by the Asia Business Law Journal in 2020. Then also in Legal 500 also recognized us as a firm to watch in 2022. And also we've been awarded like at least 3 times, if I remember well, by the World Bank. And also we advise the Asian Development Bank. And also we were recognized by the government of Norway. And also we provide legal opinions to the government of Hong Kong. Then I'm going to explain you a bit about Thailand for business. Some numbers, have been already mentioned by the other speakers, but we are a market of 70 million people. Unemployment rate is very low, around 1%. The fifth food exporter in the world, the second largest economy in Southeast Asia, and the expected growth for this year is 3.4. But of course, there are different numbers from different agencies. The electric vehicle industry is growing super fast, around 77% in 2023. Most of these projects are under BOI. The World Health Organization ranked Thailand as the 6th country in Asia because its potential for the high medical and healthcare capabilities. Before the pandemic, during 4 years, Bangkok was the most visited city in the world by the index of MasterCard. And 2 days ago, Agoda announced that Thailand is the second country most searched in Agoda platform, and Bangkok is the #1 city, most searched city for tourists who want to visit any country in the world. So Bangkok is the #1. Still, is like the tourist industry plays an important role in the economy of Thailand, but unfortunately, there is no big presence of Spanish companies in the hospitality sector. Only one direct investment from a Spanish company, and another Spanish company with an indirect investment also in Thailand. So I would say there are 2 main companies in Thailand, as far as I know. Thailand is the 3rd world destination attracting nomads after the United States and Spain. The second most affordable place to live, according to the International Living Retirement Index. Also, Thailand manufacturing production has increased 36%, especially for the exports and for the automotive sector. Again, automotive sector it plays also an important role in the Thai economy, as well as tourism. And also, recently, the Energy Policy and Planning Office announced that they are going to start to promote more renewable energy investments and renewable energy to supply because the surge of the price of the natural gas. Basically, the main investors, like my colleague from BOI mentioned before, come from Japan, but recently also a lot of investment coming from South Korea, Singapore, and China. The investment from Spain is still very, very low because traditionally Spain been looking more to South America and Latin America to expand their business. but still is a lot of potential for Spanish companies in this market, but still is not coming. But of course, I hope this also seminar will bring more interest into the Thai market. Okay, let me explain you a few guidelines about how to do business in Thailand for different models. First of all, is to set up a company, very similar to a Sociedad Limitada in Spain. There was an amendment in the law in February 2023. Now you only require 2 promoters or shareholders to set up a company. Before was 3 promoters. There are many ways where you can have a 100% foreign own control of the company, like if you set up a business for exports, or for example, you apply for FBL, foreign business license, or you apply for non-tax incentives under BOI Thailand. But mostly now, still according to our experience, most of the Spanish companies that come to Thailand, they set up 51%, 49%, 51% Thai, 49% foreigner, and they do registration through DVD, that is the commercial register in Thailand, similar to Registro Mercantil in Spain. A company can be registered in 1 day, so it's very easy to register a company in Thailand, faster than in other jurisdictions, even in Europe. You only need 1 director, but you can have, of course, more than 1 director. You don't need to register VAT unless you doesn't surpass the amount of 1,800,000 revenue per year. Again, revenue, not profit. And the companies have to be audited by an external auditor once per year by the month of April, May, around these months. Set up a company in Thailand. Well, you can operate with a registered capital from the beginning. Then I must mention, according to my experience, already 10 years in the legal sector here in Thailand, that there is a positive image among Thai people about Spain. So this is also an advantage that Spain can play also in Thailand. The banking facilities, the banking sector is very developed. I would say more developed even than many countries in Europe. It's excellent and also very easy to manage for for Spanish investors in Thailand. And usually, according to my experience, Thailand, because its geographical location and also its developed logistics and civil construction, is also a base for expanding in the whole market of ASEAN. So usually people set up a company in Thailand and then later they go to other countries like Vietnam, like Indonesia, like Philippines, around in the ASEAN region. Thailand is a civil law jurisdiction, so this is an advantage for us because Thailand and Spain both are civil law jurisdictions, so we can understand more about how the law is structured in this country. Of course, another advantage is that there is a DTA, double taxation agreement, signed between Spain and Thailand that makes things easier in terms of avoiding tax exposure for tax residents when someone becomes tax resident here in Thailand. So it's also a plus because other countries doesn't have this agreement, but Spain has. Second option, other investors from Spain, according to our experience, they decide not to set up a company because they still don't have so much business pipeline in Thailand. So they decided to set up a representative office in Thailand. The activities that they can do, these 5 activities: sourcing goods, controlling the quality of the purchase, advising Thai customers, business meetings, informing customers regarding their goods from the mother company, reporting about the trends. But the important thing about the rep office is a legal entity that allows them to have a minimum structure here in Thailand to analyze the market, to see business opportunities, because they are already here. They can have a rep office here in Thailand. And it's another option different from the limited liability company. The rep office is a 100% foreign control. So it's owned by your mother company, for example, in Spain. And also it's very, very fast to set up. Before, many years ago, when I came here first time 23 years ago, was like a very, very, very long process to set up a rep office because it would require foreign business license. But now there was an amendment in the law that only a rep office can be set up within 2 weeks to 3 weeks, I would say, according to our experience here in Bangkok. It's also very good to explore business opportunities. Also, I would say that maybe the negative aspect is that they require a capitalization. The rep office requires a paid up capital of 2 million baht that has to be brought into Thailand within the first 3 years of operations of the rep office. So this is, it's negative, but not so negative, because these 2 million baht that you have to bring is around 50,000 euro that you have to bring into Thailand, can be used the next day as a working capital for the operations of your rep office. For example, paying salaries, business meetings, office, whatever you want to pay behalf of the rep office for the business operation of the rep office. Rep office can have foreign employees. The quota is only 1 Thai per foreigner in the rep office, and it's a very good solution, a very successful solution for many companies from Catalonia that are clients of our firm, and they choose this structure to have a minimum presence in Thailand, and then later set up a limited liability company when they already see the market more mature. Of course, the other possibility, as you know already, because the previous presentation is about BOI Thailand. We've been working with BOI Thailand a long time, BOI Paris, BOI Frankfurt, and also BOI here, the headquarters in Bangkok. It's I would say it's like the red carpet to do business in Thailand. The time frame after the submission of the application is 3 months. Every year, BOI publish a list of categories that will get tax incentives and non-tax incentives. Some of the tax incentives like a CIT exemption, like exención del impuesto de sociedades for 8 years, for 10 years, and also other non-tax incentives that are very interesting, like you can own the land, you can have bring skilled foreigners to work in the project. BOI promote business plans, and so the business plan have to match with one of the categories that the BOI is promoting for example, 2023. One case that we had recently was a polymer project we applied for BOI. It was a client from 3 different nationalities that we applied for a manufacturing of special polymers. At the end of 2022, they got promoted, and then they obtained 8 years corporate income tax exemption, plus other tax incentives and non-tax incentives. And now right now they are building up their factory in the Eastern Economic Corridor, so they will get even more incentives because the location of the factory right now. This is one case of a study, very successful, that we had recently, and been working also many months in this application that was already promoted under BOI.
Please start
There are many
setting up your presentation, Mr. Herrera. Thank you.
opportunities for the Spanish companies, a lot. Food industry, there are many food that doesn't exist in Thailand. Especially the Italian companies are very successful on this. So I think the Spanish company, they have to see these more opportunities in this sector. Of course, also electric vehicles. Thailand will become a hub for the electric vehicles in Southeast Asia, one of the biggest markets for these vehicles. So there is a lot of opportunities for tier 1, tier 2 OEMs, for electric vehicles. Hospitality, we have a lot of experience, especially in south of Spain, about hospitality attracting foreigners from north of Europe to south of Spain. So this experience we have gained, we also can bring it here, because the hospitality and the tourism plays a very important role in the Thai economy, as I said before. Energy, again, after the hub of renewable energy was once in California, then moved to Spain. And then after Spain, there is so much experience from many professionals and companies in the sector of energy, especially in renewable energy, that can be used here in the country of Thailand. Civil construction, as you know, many of the main civil construction companies in the world are from Spain, but still they don't have much presence here in Thailand, what is a pity. And I think there is an opportunity also for these companies in the construction sector. Digital services is very well developed in Thailand, but still there are opportunities also here. Transportation, because the government of Thailand is implementing planning mega projects of construction, civil construction in the country. So still there is many opportunities for, maybe not for the winning of the tender, but also as a subcontractors for many projects here in Thailand. And pharmaceutical, we've been already advising clients from Spain from the sector of animal health, also human health, at least 3 companies so far, if I remember well. And still is a lot of opportunities here because the vision of Thailand is also become an important hub for pharmaceutical, not only for the country, but also for the region. And well, muchas gracias to all of you, Kopung Krab. Thank you very much. If you need something more, you can also send me an email. And there is also a website in Spanish that we are promoting, that there is a lot of contents about the regulatory framework in Thailand in Spanish. So thank you very much and a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Mr. Herrera, for your presentation. Very interesting. Our next speaker, Mr. Alejandro Martinez, who is the country manager for Indra in Thailand. They have a representation office, and he will share his business experience of doing business in Thailand with us. Please, Alejandro, go ahead.
In Paris.
Now we hear you. Thank you.
Oh, so saying thank you so much, Minister Pongpang and VOI with its office in Paris, and Hani Kiv to help us set up this presentation and our experience of working in Thailand. Let me introduce a little bit of Indra Sistemas. Indra Sistemas is the largest technology company in Spain. We have currently more than 45,000 employees, with annual revenue around 3.2 million euros. We are currently a major stakeholder in the company is the Spanish government with 28%. We have about 49% of the company in the stock market, and the rest is held by private investors. So what Indra does is we basically we are split in 2 main fields. The first big block of business, the first business unit will be what we call transport and defense. In transport, we separate air traffic management from the other methods of transportation, because this is one of the main areas of income of the company. The second largest will be defense and security, which is also these 2 business units are the main business units that we operate in Asia and in Thailand in particular. The other half of the company is what we call information of technologies, and where we do technologies for different fields, for the public industry, and where we do, for example, electoral processes, technology to digitalize tax and systems, technology for healthcare. We do technology for industry, whereas airlines, core banking systems, telecom and media, financial services. So here's some of our references in Asia Pacific. Indra has been in Asia for more than 20 years, for more than 2 decades already. We opened our first office in China, in where we currently hold the control of 70% of the Chinese of the airspace. We have an office in India, Malaysia, South Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia, Taiwan, and Japan, where we do simulator for the H135. In Thailand, which is where we're going to focus today, we basically operate in the defense field and in the transport field. I will go more further into the details. So our experience in Thailand, we have had our first business in Thailand in 2009, where we sold 3 secondary radars for Aerothai, Aeronautical Radio of Thailand, which is the air navigation service provider of Thailand. It's similar to Enaire in Spain, if it sounds familiar. So basically, we delivered 3 secondary radars, which provide information of the situation of the aircraft coming back and forth to the airport. We have one in Phuket, we have one in Ubon Ratchathani, and we have one in Suratani. Afterwards, we did an upgrade of these radars, because there was analog versions of the radars. So in 2019, 10 years later, we converted to a digital version of this radar, much more updated and much more similar to the technology we use nowadays, and most of the airports in Europe. So we also have an aeronautical information management system that we have installed in both Aerotai, the ANSP, and both CIAT, which is the regulator, is the entity that write or demands the rules to operate the airspace in Thailand. We have also worked in other opportunities for transport. Thailand is going through a big improvement of their metro system. In Bangkok, we've seen the development of new metro lines coming up. The last one was the pink and yellow metro line, in where we participated in different bids for the control of the airfare collection, for the control of the automatic fare collection. Sorry, where the machines where you basically buy the ticket to be able to enter the metro, and the gates that open and close give you access to the metro line. Unfortunately, we were not awarded with that project, but we are fighting to get other metro lines like the Orange Line that is going to be announced soon after the new government is confirmed and the Minister of Transport is appointed into the cabinet. In defense and security, we have deployed one air defense radar system in Doi Tanon. This is one of the most advanced air defense systems in the world, and it's able to basically detect aircrafts coming more than 600 kilometers away of distance. We have also explored opportunities in Thailand with the public administration, for the Ministry of Digitalization. We have also explored opportunities in the healthcare industry, in energy. We've worked with both MEI and PEI, the both authorities for the energy in Thailand. We've worked with the Electoral Commission of Thailand. They came a couple of times to Spain to visit our facility and to see how we manage elections in the south of Spain, in Andalusia. They witnessed the last electoral process in real time. Unfortunately, it didn't. We were not selected to cooperate together for the national elections, but we are looking forward to work together with the ECT, with the Electoral Commission of Thailand, in the future. Our office is located, I forgot, sorry about this, is located in Bangkok. We are in Soi 31. And we've been doing business. We opened this office in Thailand in 2017. It's a representation office, so it's limited only to business development. So a quick overview of what Indra does in different markets and what we are pushing to develop in Thailand. We are the world leaders in air traffic management. We have a full scope of solutions that covers automation, communications, air navigation, surveillance, and drones. Some of our references, we have more than 1,700 landing systems installed around the world. We have pretty much worked in all of the continents, with more than 400 secondary radars and 200 control centers. Here's some of our main projects in Oman, the Air Traffic Command Center in Oman, Tower System, Sarajevo, Bosnia, we have also control center, some of our DVR, DME installations, Denmark, Sweden, secondary radar in Sweden as well. Transportation, we are a leader in transportation in all methods of transportation, sea, air, and railways. So we do solutions for the 4 methods of transportation. I will not go to each of them because we have more than 100 solutions in this field. We have 2,500 projects in more than 50 countries. Some of our main clients, we are looking forward to work again with BTS and with MRTA in Thailand. This is one of our flagship projects. We control the high-speed train that communicates Mecca and Medina. It's a high-speed train that goes more than 300 kilometers an hour in the desert, covering 450 kilometers. We do the tunnel control in London, all the national security center in Spain, smart trains in Sydney in Australia. Turkey, we do the technology for the metro authority in Turkey. We are the main suppliers of technology for the Catalonian government. AFC in Riyadh. Let's finish with the defense and security. I think I'm running out of time, right? So let's finish with this one. Indra originally started as a defense company, so we provide technology for the four domains of defense: air, land, sea, space, and cyberspace. So we are the main partner of Airbus, Dassault, Eurofighter. We have more. We actually have more than 2,000 references working together with these manufacturers. We are the main. This is one of our main key projects: the Eurofighter, the Airbus A400, and the FCAS, the Future Combat Aircraft System, which is going to be intended to be the biggest fight jet ever seen. We develop also technology for naval systems, for army, air defense. This is similar to the one we have in Thailand. In Thailand, we have this exact same radar monitoring the air traffic control. Some of our examples of the radars. This is the one, actually the same one we have in Thailand, the one on the far right. We do electronic warfare. We have also one references of this software as well in Thailand, working together with the Royal Thai Police. It's an encrypted communication system for cell phones. And just to finish, the digitalization part of the company, the IT part of the company, with simulators, where we provide simulators for both fixed wing and rotary wing. Solutions for energy, we are working already some opportunities with the Thai authority. Solutions for airlines, oil and gas, financial services for banks. In Thailand, in Asia so far, we only have references in Philippines, but we're looking forward to cooperate together with some Thai banks as well to provide our core banking system. Telecom media, public administration. We've already worked with the Electoral Commission of Thailand, like I said in the beginning. Healthcare, and yeah, and that's the end of the presentation.
Thank you very much, Alejandro, for your testimonial. Okay, so this webinar has come to an end. We would like to thank you all for attending, and we hope you find it of interest. It will be shared later on. Thank you also to all of our speakers for the presentations today. Very interesting. If you have any questions, because this webinar does not include a Q&A, you can send them to the email, which is also in your webinar confirmation, which is par, P-A-R, @voi.go.th. You can send your questions in, and there we will answer them. So on behalf of the Thailand Board of Investment, we thank you very much for attending the webinar, and we hope to see you again. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Goodbye.